Big win, Don Wilson here for Top MMA News, but I guess for the sake of this interview, we're going to call me No Clue Don Wilson. As after the breakdown, I called the win for Cardinal, and Daron, you pulled off the big win today. Why don't you give us the thoughts on the fight and how it went down for you?
Well, I came out there just to get his timing down, and I picked it up real fast. I felt that I was superior on my feet. He's a little slower and a lot more predictable. I'm definitely I have more verse in striking than him, and I felt that was the way to go. So.
Speaking of being more versed in striking, why don't you give us a little background on you? I hear you had quite an amateur career in martial arts.
Yeah, I was 8-1 as an amateur. I held 2 amateur titles in Michigan, the TXC title and the XCC title. Yep. That was at 170. I had a couple fights at 170 as a pro, my first couple, and then I dropped to 55. Yeah. But as far as my background, I grew up around kickboxing and boxing. My parents both are martial artists, and I've just been around it my whole life. I wrestled all through high school and college. I was All-American in college. I took second in the nation my sophomore year, and I just put everything together, and this is what you get.
Yeah, I got to say, you can definitely see it out there. Definitely a wrestler, but a great stance. He came at you with a spinning kick, and you were the one that was able to land it in return. Just a beautiful combo there. When you see that, folks, just unbelievable. Now, let's take a look at your choice of walkout theme song. I thought that was absolutely great. You're in Hamilton, you're fighting the Canadian, and you come out to Hulk Hogan's Real American. Whose idea was that?
Well, I've come out to it before as an amateur, and I thought it suited the situation, being, in a different country. You guys are great, but, you got to play the part of the bad guy, and I got the booze, but then after the fight, I got the good job, so.
Well, you definitely got the cheers, and by the way of the finish, obviously the fans are going to go for somebody that finishes a fight like that. Were you able to feed off the booze? Were you able to feed off the hate at the start there?
Yeah, it kind of made me laugh. Like, I didn't really expect it at first, but then I was like, wow, any kind of cheers or booze against someone, it's a reaction from the crowd, and any reaction is a good reaction.
Perfect. Now, you get a really, really big win here. Not only were you able to defeat him today, Brad Cardinal is also the Rec MMA lightweight champion, and you were able to put him down in the first round. Now, what's next for you? Where are we going to see you next?
I don't know. Whoever calls me, I don't fight for free. Pay me and I'll fight,
No, okay. Anyone out there looking for, a dynamite lightweight? Daron Cruickshank fits that mold. Is there any family, friends, sponsors, kin that you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my girlfriend Kim, my dad Dean Cruickshank, my mom, my sponsors, my trainer James, all my teammates. Sponsors is Vengeance Fight Gear and Intimidation Fight Gear. My chiropractor Dr. Stopa, Ken Stopa, at drstopa.com, and God.
Perfect. Once again, this has been No Clue Don Wilson, Daron Cruickshank, Top MMA News.